TIFU telling my BF my fantasy. By user Wholesome Fucktard. Happened yesterday. My BF, 29M, and I, 27th, were watching news coverage of a cleanup taking place in a nearby suburb after a tornado came through. There were a few firefighters assisting with cleanup, walking around, checking homes, and helping people. I accidentally said, saving lives is so hot. While watching, my boyfriend was a little taken aback and asked me what I meant. I told him firefighters were really attractive to me because they're so brave and selfless. It's a huge turn on. He told me he felt like that was a messed up thing to say to him, that I shouldn't be looking at other men like that. I assured him that I only want him, but maybe I'd enjoy doing some role-playing. He got even more upset and said that I crossed the line and he doesn't think he can really satisfy me because he's nothing like a firefighter and doesn't want to act like one. Things just kind of escalated from there. In the heat of our argument, I told him I don't get on him about him fantasies and preferences of Emma women and so on. He said it's different because he's a guy and he doesn't talk about it in front of me. He does. He told me if I'm so turned on by firefighters, I should go be with one and stop leading people on. I tried to explain that it's just a fantasy. I just appreciate the qualities of masculinity and bravery. I can't help that. He said I emasculated him by having this fantasy. I didn't want to keep fueling the fire, so I apologized, but he was still so upset. He told me he just needs to get away before he says some things he'll regret. So he took off to his friend's place and hasn't contacted me since yesterday. Told her. So by accidentally thinking out loud, then suggesting a role-playing scenario that my BF didn't agree with, we got into a big blowout argument, and he's now staying over at his buddy's house because he is so upset with me. So TIFU, by making a mean joke back to my wife that was making a mean joke at me. By user Big Jake Thigrade. I had just gotten done with the workout and was hopping in the shower. While waiting for the shower to warm up, I was standing there naked when my wife walked in. Now many men may know during and after a workout you're working with ultimate teenies. I was shrived to the fullest and my wife points down, laughing, and says what happened. It's usually so big, but it's almost gone now. Most doubling over with laughter. I immediately went on the defensive and responded with, well, it was fine till you walked in. She was shocked at my quick clap back and stormed out of the bathroom. She's been giving me the silent treatment and is legitimately pissed about a joke when she was the one joking about my manhood. Tell Dr. Wife joked that I had a tiny dick after my workout, so I joked back and said it was her fault. TIFU by checking no, I wasn't honest on my application for a job. By user Delicate Cellophant. Currently job hunting and found a great position that I thought would fit me well. I met neat. The qualifications, and there were several positions open, so I was excited and felt confident. I applied last night. Jumped this morning when I received an email stating that I did not meet the minimum qualifications, and my application was not passed along for further consideration. Flabbergasted, I reviewed my application and found that somehow, instead of checking off yes to the question, are your answers truthful and honest, etc., I checked off no. I am absolutely crushed. I've had the question before and always say yes to myself while clicking. But somehow I fucked up and clicked no. TL, doctor, applied to a job last night and checked a box that said, no, my answers are not truthful. I lied. Instead of yes, I was truthful. TIFU, by being overweight and going to a food bank. By user Plain Sheepherder 2863. I have been a healthy weight all my life, but I recently gained weight due to medication side effects. Despite this, I try my best to live a relatively healthy lifestyle. My kids and I cycle, I swim at my gym, and my work keeps me on my feet all day, not to mention that I commute every day. The weight gain has obviously knocked my confidence, but I try to not let it get to me. But there's a difference in how people treat me. I just try my best to ignore it and move on. Anyways, I was venting to a colleague about how money is tight, right? And how my wife and I skip meals to make sure the kids don't go without. He advised me to check if there is a food bank in my community, as he has made use of it in the past, and it was a great help to him and his family then. Friday was my day off, so I made my way there. There was a long line, and I waited my turn. There were two women with a little boy who came behind me. The women were giving me dirty looks, but I didn't pay them no mind until one of them said to the other that some people are disgusting and shamelessly using already limited resources meant to help the needy when it's obvious that they don't need them, and that this guy doesn't look like he even needs the food. She wasn't even trying to whisper or anything. It's like she wanted me to hear her on purpose. I was so mortified that I just got out of the line and went home. I guess I should have just not let it get to me, but it stung, and my mind at the time assumed that that's probably what everyone else thought. Tell Dr. TIFU by not realizing that struggling has a weight requirement. Edit. I didn't expect my post to get so many comments. Thank you for all the encouragement and positive words. And to the negative comments, I really do hope that you and your family never have to go through a rough patch in your whole life. I hope you are blessed enough that you and your kids never have to go through unexpected medical issues and emergencies. I hope you are always prepared for every single challenge life throws at you. From people who told me that I don't work hard enough to those saying that I could probably make a lot of money by allowing scientists to study my body. My personal favorite being the guy who commented saying that, imagine being such a pathetic man that you allow two women to bully you, because he went as far as sending me a peen to add that I'm pathetic. My kids deserve a better parent, and that I should grow a parent and feed your kids, you fattises. I just wanted to let you know that my kids eat sufficiently. I know that they're not stupid and can tell that things aren't ideal currently, but I would rather starve to death than let them eat less or skip a meal. At least I know that my wife and I are doing everything we can with the cards we've been dealt, and that our situation is not permanent and will go back to normal soon. But you sound like a bully that will most likely remain one. TIFU by eating a pepper I grew. By user looking for advice 1439. This happened a while ago, but I hope some of you find this story entertaining. I found this cute pepper plant at my local garden center that grew golden pot peppers. It had a picture of a cute little yellow pepper that looked like the perfect size for snacking. I happily took my plant home and showered it with love and attention, and my labor paid off with tons of peppers. When I noticed the first one ripen to the same golden color as the photo, I gently plucked the fruit of my labor and excitedly ran inside to wash it off and sample my new snack. After rinsing it off, I gave it a once-over and excitedly took a large bite out of my tiny yellow friend. As my mouth began to feel like I had taken a bite out of Satan's asshole, my whole being filled with regret. I spit out my very large bite, and as my mouth grew numb and entire body began to tingle, I decided to turn to Google to figure out how this tiny, cute little pepper could turn into the 7 depths of hell. Apparently, my cute little snacking pepper was not a cute little snacking pepper at all, but came from Beelzebub himself. And I had, in my ignorance, raw dogged something meant to light the assholes of the world on fire. It took hours for my skin and mouth to stop tingling and days for my bowls to go back to normal. I took a large, raw bite out of a very spicy pepper and immediately regretted it.